Well, welcome back. I want to thank everybody for their patience. People that have invited to the Google Meet, can you please go back to the Google Meet? Everything should be up and running right now with that. Again, I'd like to thank you. Our director just said that we're going to start from the top. Thankfully, we weren't too far into this when we started this program. So here we go again. I would like to thank or welcome everyone here this evening to what Keene High School historically calls Salmagundi. The first Salmagundi celebration started in 1924 and has stood the test of time. This ceremony typically takes place in the morning as an all-school assembly. Unfortunately, we are unable to have the traditional ceremony, and nonetheless, we felt it was important to honor a tradition that has been in place for so long. I have to remain confident that normalcy will return for next year, and everyone in the school can participate in this event that we call Salmagundi. I would also like to welcome all of our special guests that are tuning in this evening, and again, thank you for your patience, as well as all that you do for the students and staff at Keene High School. We are very fortunate to have you involved in our school community. I would also like to thank the Yearbook Staff, along with their advisor, Ms. Linda Merrill, for the endless hours of work that it takes to produce a yearbook. I believe it will show in the final product. I would also like to thank all the staff that has worked so hard to get the students to where they need to be. They have worked hard and in many cases have paved the road as we are all driving down it. And as we all know, that is not an easy task. Thank you. Finally, I would like to thank all of our students for everything you have done this year. To say it was different is an understatement. It also gives us a new respect for showing up in person at Keene High School and sitting and talking and engaging throughout the day with students, teachers, and staff. I know you have to miss it. Underclassmen, I would like to thank you for being here to support the seniors. Your culminating year will be here before you know it, and I'm optimistic that you will get to bask in all the pomp and circumstance. Good luck. Finally, the seniors. I would like to thank you for all that you have done at Keene High School over the past 4 years. As principal, I will never forget this year, and I was proud to serve you. You are a great class, and I wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. At this time, I would like to announce the top 10 seniors. These students have worked hard to achieve this accomplishment, and I would like to recognize them. Individually, each one of these students has a very impressive transcript. Collectively, these top 10 seniors have worked through a very rigorous program of studies and are ready for the next step in their educational endeavor. I'm going to read off the top 10 students at this time. At some point, this camera is going to switch to the student that's being recognized. At that time, the student can wave so we can all see them. Coming in at number 10 is Taylor Card. Taylor has a 4.207 GPA. She will be attending Cornell University, majoring in chemical engineering with a minor in material science engineering. Thank you, Taylor. Coming in at number 9 is Allison Power. Allison has a 4.22 GPA and will be attending Scripps College in the fall to study environmental analysis. Congratulations, Allison. I'm liking this. We get to see this as it's going on here. Coming in at number 8 is Michaela Randall. Michaela has a GPA of 4.228 and plans on studying chemical engineering at Lafayette College next year. Coming in at number 7 is Meredith Lewis with a 4.236 GPA. Meredith plans on attending the University of Central Florida next year to study environmental engineering. Congratulations, Meredith. Coming in at number 6 is Isabel Garcia. Isabel has a 4.24 GPA and plans on studying chemistry and biology next year at Keene State College. Congratulations, Isabel. Coming in at number 5 is Laura Murphy. Laura has a 4.242 GPA and will be attending Marist College to major in English. Congratulations. You're coming. There she is. Coming in at number 4 is Isabel Floette. Isabel has a 4.32 GPA and will be attending the University of Vermont in the fall to study exercise science. Congratulations. Coming in at number 3 is Noah Timmer. Noah has a 4.323 GPA and will be attending Bates College in the fall. Noah plans on majoring in either economics or biochemistry. Congratulations, Noah. Coming in at number 2, and this year's salutatorian, is Eliza Holmes. Eliza has a GPA of 4.36 and will be attending Dartmouth College to major in English and Women's Gender and Sexuality Studies in the fall. And there she is. Congratulations, Eliza. And coming in at number 1, our Keene High School valedictorian for 2020 is Yulia Suba. Yulia has a GPA of 4.376 and will also be attending Dartmouth College in the fall to major in biochemistry. Congratulations. I would like to congratulate these top 10 students for a job well done and wish you nothing but the best as you transition to college. Congratulations. It is now time to recognize Mr. Scott Rogers and Mr. Andy Bohannon. They are here to recognize the Keene High School Outstanding Educator for the 2019-2020 school year. At this time, Mr. Andy Bohannon will come up and explain how the process worked.
Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2020. I am Andy Bohannon, co-chair of the Keene High School Alumni Fund and a member of the class of 1990. We would like to thank all the students and faculty who submitted nominations and to Mr. Logan for his continued support. Great teaching is essential to the continued strength and vitality of our communities and of our nation. Outstanding and inspirational teachers and staff deserve tangible recognition for their crucial contributions to our society. The Keene High School Alumni Fund is the key to that recognition. The Keene High School Alumni Fund, Inc. was founded in May of 1998 by a committee of Keene High School class of 1950 who met to come up with a special and unique presentation to Keene High School for their year 2000 in recognition of the 50th anniversary of their graduation. These classmates wanted something that would be lasting and remembered for years to come. Through much decision and considerable input solicited from the entire class, the idea emerged of honoring outstanding educators, those individuals currently in the field of education who are impacting the youth of Keene community by setting high standards of excellence. I would like to now introduce last year's recipient, Scott Rogers, to help the Keene High School Alumni Fund recognize this year's recipient for the Outstanding Educator Award.
Thank you, Andy. Congratulations, class of 2020. It was a trying year for you, and if you made it through this, you can make it through anything. So I'd like to take a moment and thank the class of 1950, who are the people who created this award, and to thank the Alumni Association for picking up the mantle and making sure this very impactful award continues. While this award recognizes just one teacher each year, it lifts up every teacher at Keene High School. The Alumni Committee makes sure every teacher who is nominated receives notification telling them the wonderful things said about them. At the end of a year, reading statements about the positive impact we have on our students gives us a renewed energy for the upcoming school year. So thank you for all the hard work you do. Here are some of the things people told the committee about this year's recipient. This teacher is always thoughtful and caring. This teacher will work with students before, during, and after class to make sure no one is left behind. Even after you are no longer in their class, this teacher will help you with your schoolwork or with life's problems. This teacher is always willing to help their peers. This teacher makes learning fun every day. This teacher provides many different ways to learn new information. This teacher is flat out hilarious in class. This teacher gives hope to students who struggle with math. One student wrote, "I hated math until I had this teacher. This teacher makes math fun. She really listens to her students. She is someone who students and peers can go to if they need honest and thoughtful feedback." Another student wrote, "When I was having a bad day, I would go to her class and everything would be better." If we're lucky, maybe when she accepts this award today, she will sing us the Suck It Up song. This year's outstanding educator, Tracy Truncali. And we're hoping Tracy's going to say a few words. Oh, Tracy, turn on your camera.
No, I have an ugly crying face right now.
We got to see it, Trace.
Please.
Oh my God. I turned it, oh my, see that? You don't want to
Hey,
see.
Trace.
Oh my God. I'm moving. I'm floored. I can't, I'm trying to get in the frame. I'm floored. I can't even believe it. Oh my God. I don't know if this is worse to do in person or on video right now. Oh my gosh.
You can always fall back on the Suck It Up song.
Well, the one thing I do want to say is that teaching interactive math has probably been the best thing that ever happened to me as a teacher. And my students, I've got to know them so well from teaching AMP, and I've learned so much about not just teaching, but the way students learn and just about them in general. I've gotten to know them so well. Professionally, the best thing that ever happened to me was teaching AMP. And thanks to Barb Ware, who 18 years ago, I believe it was, asked me to teach it. And I agreed for, I don't know why, whatever reason, but professionally, it's the best thing that happened to me. And then working with Natalie Honor, that's also the best thing that's ever happened to me professionally. And I have to ugly cry now. I can't believe you made me go on video, but thank you, everybody. I love you all. Congratulations to the graduates. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Tracy, and thank you, Scott and Andy, for your presentation. Well-deserved. And I'd like to thank every student and every teacher that got involved in that process, and thank the Alumni Association. I would now like to introduce Ms. Linda Merrill. Ms. Merrill is the Keene High School Yearbook Advisor. She, along with her staff, has also worked hard through some very trying times to produce the Keene High School Yearbook. You'll be receiving, those that have purchased the yearbook, and I can tell you that Keene High School is not alone. The yearbook will be delivered to Keene High School. We just don't have a date yet. And like I said, there's many other high schools, not only in the state, but around the country that are experiencing the same problem. So we will let everybody know when the yearbook arrives, and we will make a plan to get it to you. But I want to thank Ms. Merrill and all of your students that have worked hard on this. This has not been easy. So thank you. And
Hi, and thank you, Jim. Yeah, it was hard. I want to talk a little bit about the theme first. This was a hard year, is right. Life is funny, sort of. Just when we think we have things down and all planned out, we face new challenges, some we can control and others that we can't, and things start to change. When we, the yearbook staff, started out in September, we had a difficult time deciding on a theme. We changed our mind only maybe 5 or 6 times. And each time when we really sat down and thought about the theme we'd chosen, it wasn't what we wanted. Things just didn't feel right. So finally, when we finally had to come up with something because our deadline was due for the theme, and our design date was closing in, it hit us. Someone said, "Are we ready?" Then we really thought about it. For what? Life, school, work, the future? That had to be our theme. Now that we had the perfect theme that we wanted, we came up with the best design ever. Everything was perfect. We worked on the book, we took the pictures we needed, we covered sports events, homecoming weekend, drama plays, clubs, and life around Keene High in general. We did our studies, we learned new things. We took formative and summative assessments, and we were just beginning to learn about competencies. The holidays, whatever they are to each one of us, were upon us. And after the break, we started hearing words of this virus overseas in China. We put it off, after all. It wasn't in America or New Hampshire, so we went on with our lives. Then the talks got closer. This coronavirus was in America, first in Washington State, then in California, then other states. It came across the Midwest, and then New Hampshire. The talk got a little more serious. We were still planning out our lives. We applied to colleges. We got accepted or not. Our lives went on, and we still were planning. We worked at school, held jobs, hung out with our friends, and we planned our futures. Then on March 16th, Governor Sununu made the announcement that New Hampshire schools would be closed for the next few weeks to help control the spread of what was now known as COVID-19. Were we ready? No. We've now been under an online learning environment in our homes and have just learned that it'll be through the end of this school year. Was anyone ready? No. But now we only have a couple weeks to go until we finish out the school year. We were not ready, not prepared, but we are surviving. We are adapting to our new temporary normal, and while things are certainly not as we expected, we are working things out. We've changed the way we live, the way we shop, the way we go to school, and even the way we're planning what to do next, but we are working things out. When we came up with this theme, none of us had any idea how real this question would be, how meaningful it would become. We never expected that our lives would change in this way, but we're dealing with it, and we're learning how to adapt. We are learning that while it's not what any of us expected, we are working together to accept the changes for now. We look for things to get back to where they previously were, but we will never look at things again the same way. We will hopefully be a better people, a better community, better neighbors and friends, living in a better state and a better country. We will know how to better accept diversity and deal with what we have to in order to come out of situations with a better appreciation of what we have. We will be stronger people, and together we will get through this. We should know that our Keene High and district administrators are working hard to make the end of this school year happen for their seniors. The dates may have changed and the events may not be as we would have expected, but they will happen. We will graduate and we will go forward. Our lives will continue. Things may not be the same, but we will go on, a little more prepared for the unexpected. Are we ready? We think we all are more ready now than we were a few months ago. So, congratulations to the class of 2020. Our theme is, are we ready? And usually at this point, I would love to show you a copy of the book, but we don't have them yet. And I'm not sure when we will. I know that we were scheduled to have them by now, but with the closing of some of the publishing companies around the country, things have been moved back. So, as Mr. Logan said, we will be able to tell you and give you a plan when we find out we're getting the books. But we do still have a tradition which should go on. We are going to dedicate the 2020 Salmagundi Yearbook. And this year, it's been designated to an employee of Keene High School that is well familiar with this school. They went here, they've worked here, first as an administrative assistant, and now as the person most of you see when you visit the Cheshire Career Center. Her tenure with our district spans 48 and a half years. She's the person who has the second longest time in our district. She always has a smile on her face and is happy to help anyone needing her assistance. There isn't anything she doesn't know about the Career and Technical Education Center and the programs we offer. All you have to do is ask. This is my helper tonight, Mrs. Linda Prue. We congratulate and thank Mrs. Prue for all her dedicated service, and we wish her all the best in her well-deserved and well-earned retirement. She will be missed by all. This is when you come out. She's carrying her own things, too.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, my gosh.
Now you get to say a few words.
Oh, my gosh.
And you
I
can
never expected this.
take this out and show them the cover. We do have a cover of the book.
I thought I was helping you. Oh, my gosh. Are we ready? That's awesome.
That's only the cover of the book. The rest will be.
Wow, thank you. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to miss everyone dearly. Wow, this just threw me right off. I thought I was helping Miss Merrill tonight. And this is awesome. What an honor. Congratulations, class of 2020. I'll miss you all. I love you all. But I'll see you around. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you.
Congratulations, Linda. And Linda's finally going to graduate. Miss Prue went to school here. She graduated from Keene High School, and she worked for Keene High School since she's graduated from Keene High School. So she's finally going to graduate and move on. So thank you for everything you've done, and the yearbook is in good hands under your dedication. We're very fortunate to have these honored traditions, and I look forward to seeing and hearing them in the future. My hope would be for all students to experience the energy of a full-blown Salmagundi experience, and again, I remain hopeful that this will happen next year. I would like to thank everyone for playing their respective role in our school community, and wish you all nothing but the best as we work through these very unfortunate events that are consuming all of us. Again, congratulations to the top 10 students, our outstanding educator, Ms. Tracy Troncalli, and our yearbook honoree, Ms. Linda Prue. Thank you, everyone, and have a great night, and I appreciate your patience as we work through this technology, and I want to thank Alex Trombley for all his hard work. He got us through this. So thank you, and have a good night, everyone.